Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Blockbuster news coming in now, and I finally get to say it looks like things are finally shifting into Chelsea's direction. Finally, it looked like it was starting to steer away and it's pulled right back in, and Chelsea are looking like this whole Caicedo deal could be working in their favour. So we're going to get cracking into all of that, the latest, how Kai Havertz is involved, Declan Rice, and also towards the end we've got a few things to discuss about Manchester City. Didn't expect this to happen. Stay tuned to the end of the video to make sure you find out exactly what's going on over there. Let's get cracking, starting off with Fabrizio Romano that has given us the lowdown on Caicedo within the last half an hour. So, without further ado, here's the latest. Chelsea are working hard on Mahrez Caicedo deal. Talks have been taking place for weeks. Nothing done yet. It has always been Chelsea frontrunners. Despite rumours of Arsenal bid in the last weeks, Arsenal focus remains on Declan Rice and Havertz. More to follow. And it doesn't just end there. I'm going to show you multiple places that have come out with the latest information, starting off from the Times. Arsenal have withdrawn their interest in Caicedo. Also goes on in this article to mention that Declan Rice is now the prime target. Arsenal told to pay 100 million as West Ham reject their first bid. Manchester City could enter the race to sign the England midfielder, whilst Arteta's side have ended their interest in Mahrez Caicedo. And Fabrizio Romano has come out and said Arsenal focus is Rice and Kai Havertz. So this is where it's all come down to now. And it's crazy. It's crazy to see how this one has panned out, because as of this morning, it come out that Manchester City were possibly interested in Declan Rice. And I was thinking, okay, if they're going to come in for Rice, which they might still do, although it seems like Declan Rice's preference and the deal so far is looking like Arsenal are more advanced. But if Man City were to come in, imagine if they were to get Declan Rice off of Arsenal, right, off of their hands, then Arsenal would automatically want Caicedo, right, surely. But now they've ended their interest. Something tells me that Man City are just simply too far away. It's too late. Arsenal are too advanced. They will be getting Declan Rice. If not, I don't think they would have withdrawn their interest completely in Caicedo. So, with that interest removed, the path is clear, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely clear. Surely it's clear. Well, I'd like to think so. Now, Felix Johnston has come up with a little piece of analysis in relation to this whole Caicedo deal. And I think he's right. I think it begins to make sense when you put two and two together and you finally get the bigger picture and you're like, okay. Because as much as we criticise Chelsea, when things make sense in the end, you have to mention it and you have to say it. You know, you can't just, let's say, just hate for the sake of hating. Like, no. Where credit is due, credit's due. When there's a method to the madness that eventually presents itself, you've got to mention it. This might be one of those moments. So here it is. Let me show you exactly what's going on. Felix Johnson says, Chelsea are front runners for Caicedo, as Fabrizio Romano reports. The Times reporting Arsenal have fully dropped out the race for Caicedo. I am trying to find out more. Maybe Chelsea's belief was right. And as you can see down below, that belief was this. Understand, Mahrez Caicedo is a waiting game at this point. Chelsea want sales before, and there's a belief if Arsenal sign Declan Rice, they will not push for Caicedo, leaving Chelsea as the main option. Chelsea have told Brighton they'll match any bid from Arsenal for Caicedo. That's where the method to the madness is. Were Chelsea aware, within their own little circles, because obviously they hear things long before us, they're in the madness, they're in the midst of it. Were they aware that Arsenal were going all in for Declan Rice and were on the brink, so they just knew, for Brighton's sake, if we just match what Arsenal are doing, they'll entertain both, with Chelsea knowing that Arsenal are going for Rice, not for Caicedo as their prime target, which means that they would have dropped out eventually, which means that Brighton would still look at Chelsea as, yeah, we're taking you seriously. If that was the plan, then fair play Chelsea. Fair play Chelsea. Because when I heard the initial thing about the bid being matched, I was looking at that going, why? If Arsenal going for Caicedo, why are we matching? Doesn't make sense. Now it makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Even this morning on All You Can Eat Chelsea, we mentioned this about matching the bid and how that's not really productive. But now it seems like there could be a method to the madness, and if there is, this makes sense. So fair play. Absolutely fair play. If we were to pull this off now, if Arsenal have withdrawn their interest, then happy days. It means that we are in prime position. No one is even close as far as I'm concerned, unless, and this is why now, if Arsenal have moved out the equation, we need to attack. Because it does seem like the Manchester United announcement for Qatar is imminent. Many things today being said that it's now done, paperwork is done. So all that's left is the announcement. It's done. They are the new owners. We need to hurry up, because if they were to come in with their money and simply go, well, who do we want? Caicedo, Brighton, how much are you looking for? 70, 80, here's 110. They could. We ain't doing that. So we need to hurry up. We need the urgency. If Arsenal have pulled out, go and get Caicedo now. The rest of the players that we need to get rid of will go. Kai Havertz being one of them, it seems, to Arsenal. Go and get Caicedo. And this is where I'm cool. If Havertz goes to Arsenal, we use that money, we get Caicedo, I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. If we were not getting Caicedo, and as I said yesterday, if we were throwing that money elsewhere to make us weaker, then no, I'm not happy with that. But if we're using their money to go and get Caicedo, then don't want to speak too early, but I will be saying, cheers Arsenal. So there we are. That's the latest in relation to Caicedo, Rice, Havertz and all that madness going on. It seems like there's a little triangle going on between Chelsea and Arsenal. So let's dive into Manchester City. Firstly, I want to show you this, because this was very wholesome. I saw this and I thought, that's nice. That's nice of him. That's very nice of him. Who? Pep Guardiola. Here it is. Here's the latest. Pep Guardiola gave up his Champions League winning bonus to distribute it among Manchester City staff, including receptionists, security guards, etc. That came from TNT Sports. Now, for those that don't know, TNT Sports are basically BT Sports. BT Sports are no longer BT Sports. BT Sports have been taken over, or they formed a merger, I think, by, is it Warner Brothers or Walt Disney? One of them. But anyway, don't quote me on that. It's one of them. They formed TNT Sports. So there's a complete rebranding. There's a complete new look. There's a complete relaunch happening. And it even seems like their presenters, the formatting, everything is changing. Hence why Laura Woods has left TalkSport. She's leaving TalkSport in 2 weeks. I think she's going to take a holiday. And then I think, I'm only saying I think she's going to be the new face of TNT Sports. And to be honest, I wouldn't be against that. That's a great acquisition following Jake Humphries at BT Sports. BT Sports were decent, but TNT Sports are looking to take things to the next level. So that's them saying Pep Guardiola gave up his Champions League winning bonus to distribute it among Man City staff. I think that's great. I honestly think that's great. That's really touching. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, yeah, it's not such a big gesture. He's already got money. He's got millions. And I don't see any other managers doing that. Don't look at it from that point of view. Always look at it from a glass half full, not a glass half empty. When you look at other managers, they get their bonuses, they take it and they bounce, right? Sometimes you might not hear about it, I have to say. But in this case, we've heard about it and it's a nice gesture. And that's the sort of gesture that keeps everyone at the club fighting for you, going for you, being behind you, genuinely having a nice personal bond and connection. And that's how Manchester City have gotten where they are. It's not all tactical genius from Pep. It's things like this and creating the dynamic that everyone's together and everyone's in this as one and everyone's backing him and he's backing them and they go to war together and they fight together and they work together and they progress and they grow together. On every single level. On a footballing level, on a professional level, on a personal level, on a human level, on a spiritual level. Pep has got every single base covered. It's absolutely incredible. So fair play to Pep for making a gesture like that. It's only going to result in good things when you do things like that. So fair play to Pep. Now, talking about Man City, there's a list of players that could be leaving the club. And I didn't expect this. When you look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, no, wow. I didn't really think of it like this, even though we'd heard of every single player I'm about to mention. But they could have 6 players leaving their team in a treble winning side. Mad. Here it is. Here's latest. Per multiple reports, Manchester City are set to losing the following players this transfer window: Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Ilkay Gundogan, João Cancelo, Kyle Walker, and Aymeric Laporte. A massive clear out after winning a treble this year. Now, Gundogan we've already heard about. Cancelo's technically already left. But I don't really include him. He'll just stay away, right? Kyle Walker, I didn't think would happen. Laporte, I didn't think would happen. Silva, we'd heard things. Mahrez, I didn't think would happen. But the latest on Mahrez, which seems like that's actually moving and that's advancing. And I've got vested interest in this I have to clarify myself. I'm as an Algerian, as an English person, but I'm half Algerian. So as a half Algerian, I'm interested into where Mahrez is going to go. He's my national team captain. I gotta care. So here's the latest on Mahrez. And it's none other than the place with money flowing like rain. Or like rivers. What's the best analogy there? Anyway, they're minted. It's Saudi Arabia. Understand Al Ahly have submitted an official contract bid to Riyad Mahrez. Negotiations are underway on the player side. Al Ittihad are not in the race now. It's Al Ahly on it. Man City would require a fee to let Mahrez leave. Talks expected to continue soon. No. Al Ahly, I understand they're going to go in front, but Al Ittihad, what are you guys doing? Do you not see the vision? Do you not see the connections? Oh man, it's like on FIFA. You know where the lines, the chemistry lines, go from yellow to green? Al Ittihad, this is your moment. You've got Benzema up front. You've got Kante in your midfield. Mahrez in between them. You know, Mahrez, Benzema. French-Algerian connection. Yeah? I mean, that's mad already. Playing at the same club, but then reuniting the Leicester boys, the Leicester title winning team, Kante and Mahrez. Come on, where's the vision? Well, Al Ittihad, what are you doing? I want you to put in a bid rivaling Al Ahly's now. Go for it. You got the money. We know you have the money. Put in a bid now, Habibi. How much are Al Ahly offering? 50 million, 60 million, 80 million. Here you go. Not a problem, right? Al Ittihad need to do this. I can imagine Kante, Mahrez and Benzema. It'd be fantastic. What are we doing here? You know, I did say, to be fair, I said that about Al Hilal. I said, if they buy Lukaku, I will buy an Al Hilal shirt. If they buy Mahrez, if Al Ittihad buy Mahrez, I will buy an Al Ittihad shirt. How does that sound? Yeah? You got a customer right here if you get Mahrez. And trust me, you'll also get 45 million Algerians buying Al Ittihad shirts. So, look, the marketing is there. Do you want it or not? That's the latest with Mahrez. What do I think on that? He's 32. I reckon he's still got a couple of more years at the highest level, if I'm honest. I wouldn't want him to leave, but I would understand it. And like I said, the logic for Benzema, who is in fact older than him, Benzema's left because lifestyle, culture, religion, all of that, it fits into Benzema's lifestyle. The same would fit to Mahrez right now, but he's 32 and I think it's maybe a little bit premature. As I said, another couple of years playing at the highest level and then go. But when you get a proposal like that for that much money, it's hard to turn down, man. And him, again, being Algerian, I understand the mentality, I understand the background, I understand where he's come from. I know it well. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Saudi, because he'd get to play his football and his entire lifestyle shifts to what would be ideal for him. So, yeah, that's it. So we'll see what happens with Mahrez. But also in relation to Man City, let me know about all the other players that I've mentioned. Silva, Gundogan, Cancelo, Walker, Laporte. If they let go of all these guys, will City be able to retain? Are they losing too much? Or do you think they will go into the transfer market and just replace and upgrade, possibly? Like they're getting Declan Rice. Are we going to see a new look Man City next season? Potentially an upgraded new look Manchester City team next season? Or do you think, nah, we've seen them at their peak. They're not going to do it again. They're not going to come close to what they've done this season. They're going to find it harder. Let me know down below what you think. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you later on for video number 2. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. And I will see all of you later on. Have a good one, people, in a bit. Take care and peace.